Hey guys, this is our 5th lesson, and let's get started with addition and subtraction. So it says, don't forget about order of operations, which is PEMDAS, right? So for those who forgot or who need some review, P is for parentheses, right? And then E is for exponents, right? And then M is multiplication, D for division, A for addition, S for subtraction, right? And there is also another rule of left to right when there is addition and subtraction, or division and multiplication together. Okay? So let's look at number 1. 10 plus 5 minus 7 minus 8. Right? So when we have addition and subtraction together, the rule that you have to follow is just left to right. Okay? So 10 plus 5, that's 15. And then minus 7, that's 8. And then 8 minus 8 equals 0. So 0 is your answer. Let's look at number 11. Again, we have subtraction and addition together, so we just have to follow the rule of left to right. So 1,999 minus 555 equals 1,444, right? And then add 444 is 1,888, right? And then lastly, we subtract 99, which is 1,789. That is your answer. And then here is the worksheet. Go ahead and stop it, pause, work on it, and then let's move on to multiplication and division. So again, it says, so don't forget about your order of operations, okay? So let's look at number 4. 300 divided by 30, okay? So what times 30 equals 300? We could think of it this way, huh? What times 30 equals 300? Or we could also think it as 300 divided by 30, okay? So how many 30s does 30 go into 3? No, it doesn't. Why? Because 30 is larger than 3, right? Then does 30 go into 30? Yeah. How many times? Once, right? And then what do? We do 30 times 1, okay, which is 30, right? Subtract, that's 0, right? And then we bring it down to 0. So you pull this up. So your answer is 10, okay? So your answer is 10. Number 15. Again, we have multiplication and division together, so then just follow the rule of left to right. So 30 times 6, that's 180, right? Divided by 60 is 3. So 3 is your answer. So again, go ahead and pause, finish the page, and then let's move on to patterns. So we are here looking for a sequence to follow, right? So let's look at what relations they have. So if you just add 11, right, to each number. 11 plus 11 equals 21, right? 21 plus 11 equals 31. 31 plus 11 equals 41. So then what you do is you just continue on by adding 11. Okay, so that becomes 51, 61, 71, and 81. Okay, how about number 2? Again, let's find a sequence to follow. So that this time it's plus 22, plus 22, plus 22, right? So continue that pattern on. It's plus 22, plus 22, plus 22, right? So that becomes 99, 121, 145, then lastly 165. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that wasn't 5, that was 3. Okay. So finish your patterns and let's move on to roundings. It says complete the table by rounding to the nearest tens, hundreds, and thousands. So let's look at the last number, which is 4,577. Okay, so nearest 10, nearest 100, nearest 1,000. So nearest 10 first. Well, in order to round to the nearest 10, what do we look at? We look at the ones unit, right? So since it's a 7, do we round up or down? Well, from 5 and above, we round up, right? And 4 and below, we round down. So since 7 is larger than 5, we would round up. So then it becomes 4,580. Oops, sorry. That's 0. Okay. Next, rounding to the nearest hundreds. Okay, so now we're rounding to the hundreds. So what do we look at? We look at the tens value. Well, the tens value is again 7, which is larger than 5. So then we round up. So it becomes 4,600. Okay. Okay, how about lastly, nearest thousands? Well, we look at the hundreds. It's 5, so we round it up. And it becomes 5,000. Okay. Hopefully rounding is something that you guys are comfortable with. So fill in the blanks, finish the chart, and then let's move on to word problems, which is our last page. So let's look at number 1. It says an episode of Tom and Jerry takes 10 minutes. Okay. How many episodes did Sam watch in 2 hours? Okay, so if one episode, oh my gosh, sorry. If one episode takes 10 minutes, right? We want to find how many episodes we could watch in 2 hours. So let's change hours into minutes. So what's 2 hours in minutes? Well, 1 hour is how many minutes? 1 hour is 60 minutes, right? So then that means 2 hours is 120 minutes, right? Because you multiply by 2. So if 2 hours is 120 minutes, how can you figure out how many episodes you could watch if it takes 10 minutes for each episode? Well, you just simply divide, right? So what you do is 120 divided by 10. Okay? Which equals 12. So 12 episodes is your answer. Okay? So pause the video. Go ahead and work on your word problems. Hopefully they're not that bad. It seems pretty easy and short and easy. And then here is your answer key. Okay? Bye. See you next week.